Okay, let's talk about the US Virgin Islands, America's Caribbean paradise. This is one of the most beautiful places in the Caribbean, and for US citizens, you don't even need a passport to travel here. Could a vacation get any easier than this? Imagine crystal clear Caribbean waters with white sand beaches, go snorkelling alongside sea turtles and island hopping between some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Now imagine you can do all of that without needing a passport if you're from the United States. Well, imagine no more, because I am about to take you on a tour and show you the best places to visit and things to do on your next vacation here. Today we're exploring the US Virgin Islands, one of the most stunning and underrated tropical destinations Americans can easily visit right now with a short flight of around 5 hours. This even makes it worthwhile for a long weekend. From St. Thomas to St. John and beyond. This is your ultimate travel guide to America's Caribbean paradise. By the way, welcome back to Vacation Vibes for you. Now let's find your next getaway. Most trips start in St. Thomas. It's lively, easy to get around and full of incredible viewpoints and beaches. This is your best base for ferries, excursions and island hopping if that's what you want to do. They all leave from here. Let's start strong with a beach that almost looked too good to be true. Magens Bay is often ranked among the most beautiful beaches in the world. And once you see it, you'll understand why. It has calm waters with soft sand which make it perfect for swimming conditions, or just laying around sunbathing and taking in the sights. You decide. One tip I'll give is simply get there early if you prefer fewer crowds. The capital of the US Virgin Islands is colourful, historic and fun to explore. It does have the cruise ship port here, so there will be plenty of people around, but this just makes it feel more like a vacation. It has Danish colonial architecture, which includes Blackbeard's Castle, so be sure to look out for this. The best thing to do here is walk the waterfront, browse local shops, and then grab lunch with a view of the harbour, and do some good old-fashioned people watching. You'll also find some great viewpoints if you head uphill. For one of the best views in the Caribbean, drive up Skyline Drive. Here you'll get panoramic views over the harbour and nearby islands as well. Sunset here is truly unreal, so try not to miss out on this. It's well worth it. So, Red Hook. This area is your gateway to St. John with a 30-minute boat ride, but if you prefer to spend some time in Red Hook, there is also plenty to do. I'd say the evening is best. It's packed with bars, restaurants, nightlife, and of course, ferry departures. It has an industrial feel to it, and cobbled streets, which make it quirky to visit. Great place to spend an evening, eating, drinking, and just dancing the night away. Now here's where things get really special. A short ferry ride takes you to St. John, and this island feels like a dream. About 60% of St. John is national parkland, meaning amazing untouched beaches, fantastic hiking trails, and of course the wild scenery on these is breathtaking. It is one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. What can I say about Trunk Bay? This is the picture-perfect postcard beach, with turquoise waters, perfect white sand beaches, and for something a little different, an underwater snorkelling trail. Let me know in the comments if you enjoy snorkelling or prefer to stay on the beach like myself. If you've seen photos of the US Virgin Islands online, honestly, the chances are it was Trunk Bay. Again, if you do plan on visiting, go early in the morning to beat the crowds. It's not a game changer. It just makes your visit that little bit more relaxing. Quieter than Trunk Bay, but just as beautiful, Cinnamon Bay has the longest white sand beach on the island. It also has an eco campsite with different camping options, so it makes it great for families. They rent tents and cottages too. This place is great if you want to relax or go snorkeling, or maybe take a long beach walk on the gorgeous white sands. If you're looking for a bit of island history, you could visit the Annaberg sugar plantation ruins overlooking the ocean. Make a quick stop here. It has amazing views and is something to do that is just a little different from the endless beaches. One of the best experiences here is snorkelling. Many beaches around St. John have sea turtles in the area with crystal clear waters, so the perfect combination to spot anything that wants to join you on your swim. Bring your own snorkel gear if you can, but they also rent it by the day or week, and also by item, so no issues at all. Book a boat day and you'll get to see a few hidden beaches, some different snorkelling spots, but as with the rest of the island, simply unreal waters. This is one of the top experiences visitors talk about, so make sure it's on your travel itinerary so you don't miss out. How about something a little different? Visit Coral World Ocean Park or take a semi-submarine tour. It's touristy, but surprisingly good fun and great visuals for video. Make sure to take water with you on this, as I did feel it got a little hot below deck in the submarine area. Or maybe it was the rum from the night before. If that isn't your thing, you could hike to Drake's Seat Viewpoint for one of the best photo spots in the Caribbean. Weird? Maybe. Worth it? I'd say definitely. Let me know in the comments if you would, or have tried the semi-submarine tour. Caribbean flavours are strong here, so try the conch fritters, fresh seafood, the rum cake is nice, or go for a local barbecue if you prefer to play it safe with your food. And yes, don't worry, there are painkillers and rum punches everywhere. Best times to visit, December to March is peak season. It's the best weather with calm waters, but obviously comes with lots of visitors. If fewer crowds and better prices are what you're looking for, then April to November is for you, but always check weather reports before booking or travelling, as storms can hit during this time. So, here's some travel tips. US citizens don't need a passport. How cool is that? US dollars are used here. They drive on the left. You can rent a car on St. Thomas easily. Always book ferries early to get a spot. And very important, please bring reef-safe sunscreen to help protect the environment into the future. Why is this place currently trending? The US Virgin Islands are currently trending online because searches for no passport Caribbean vacations have been rising lately. In the US, flights from the US are easy, and as I said earlier, take just over 5 hours, so not horrendous for travellers who want tropical destinations without long travel times. The US Virgin Islands checks every box for US travellers, so don't miss your chance for a vacation of a lifetime. Please don't forget. If you're dreaming of a tropical getaway with stunning beaches, warm water and unforgettable scenery, the US Virgin Islands should be high on your list. And if this video has helped you plan your next trip, please don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video, or one of the many other places in my video library you can easily get to after subscribing. I post a travel guide just about every week, and also a new weird but worth it guide each weekend too. See you again soon, and happy travels!